this thing's working right. Alright. I don't want to do this over again. Or his incarnation over. God, no thanks. His incarnation again. Thanks. No, it's alright. Alright, greetings. I'm not sure about Fritzy's here. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or, yeah. She can be kind of Fritzy. Pain in the ass. Oh yeah, so alien disclosure, I'm not sure. Yeah, integrating more of the aliens here and there. Because, they've been pounding me in the ground. Or this reality's been pounding me on the floor. As you can see with this week with work and everything, but just other things too. It's like, wow, you guys really want me here still? What for? I mean, it's like, don't you have someone else to beat up? Apparently not. So, yeah. Life of the, whatever this is. Yeah, because if they want me to leave, I'll be happy to. Yeah, there's not a whole lot keeping me on this planet. I'm just here because I have to be at this point. It's not like I want to be here. If I have to be honest, it's like, I don't have that. Not really. This world's been so, it's just been nothing but a turn off. It's like, whatever, you just gotta suck it in, take it, but really it's like, God, see, that's what I'm talking about. She comes here and messes around. And the place is falling apart, and she's helping with that. But yeah, I don't really see a whole lot. I mean, you're here because you need to be here, but like, look at it's like, yeah, thanks. Glad to sign up for the weekly beating. I don't have to be a victim, but come on. I don't know what this universe is doing. They just want us here to just be a part of the hell planet, and it's all its mediocrity and decay. Yeah, it's just kind of, if you want a perspective of all this, it's just, it's a hell planet, and you're just supposed to, and not to say endure, but to survive it. I mean, that's not the best word either, but to just, not to fix it, but to get through it, with everything that comes at you, just get through it. It's easier said than done. And it doesn't give you much reason to want to be here. No, there's that. I don't have that. I definitely don't have that. There's not much like, wow, I'm just glad to be here for nothing. I've done everything. As far as I'm concerned, I've done everything I need to do here. I keep getting pushed back, so it's like, whatever. It's like, I don't need to be here. So they pull my cord, which it doesn't look like they're going to do that. But if they did, that'd be okay. I'll be happy to leave. Not going to miss this planet. There's not a whole lot here. Not really. No. Not really. But we keep continue on anyway. So those of you feel like you have your difficulties here and just what the hell are you doing here? Well, just enduring the nightmare planet and all its glory, all its new ageness, all its secret space programness. Well, if that will get you going, more power to you. Golly, man. God, cat. It's like she has nothing better to do. Fucking everything. Cat. Here, sit up here. Here's Fritzy. Sit there. Yeah, the floor is falling apart. I guess I'll have to do something about that. Because you keep picking at it. Yes. Yeah. So the alien energies that are here, obviously they can't go into much detail because we're, I guess you can say we're refugees here. Of course, also the other thing is for soul upgrade. So if you want to evolve to a higher level, you come to backward planet to do as you need to here you want to move up in reality, you come here. Whatever it is that you're here to some might feel like they're like the president of the universe or some kind of nonsense or whatever. I also felt some of the universe energy has been moving in more. That's just been interesting. Maybe the help of the mundane existence or make you want to be here. I don't know if I want to do that. Why bother? Why am I going to do that for a cat? He's just going to keep fucking around with shit. Okay, alright, so go on to Sabotage.com. Private sessions. Scheduler. You have a shop here. Yeah, every once in a while you have to deal with other, those that bring all their problems and they throw it on you and all that nonsense, I had to deal with that last year a little bit, sometimes here and there, but just accusing you of everything on demand, it's like, whatever. Sure. Well, some people get attachments and they can't get rid of them. And they just attack everybody. That type of stuff. Yeah, it's kind of messed up. But, yeah. As for alien energies that are here, just... they do work better at night, obviously, because people are at home and not so much. And during the day, they're scanning everything. Not necessarily privacy purpose, just the frequencies. Making sure like there's no creatures coming in, or if they do, they can keep an eye on whoever it is entered the earth that's not supposed to be here. They can't stop everything, but because some people just pull it in because they have so many issues. Because so many people are working on that. Yeah. Yeah, how can I be more of a devil here? And then and they wonder why you're tired of this place. Yeah, I get tired of this, the human decay. It gets old after a while. Like my boss is like a trickster being and just a devil being, basically. Not gonna celebrate his life and all that. It's all the fake stuff, all the fake friendliness and all that. And I mean, I saw his other side was just like a piece of shit. It's like a fucking demonic turd, basically. But whatever. They're not going to talk about that. Not that they wouldn't be having a party if that was the case. I guess some would, those that are into that type of thing. So yeah, photographer people are really, some of them are really great, some are just human garbage. That's my boss, and this nasty thing. Yeah, they get an ego and just become just like disgusting. I guess that's why we go there, just kind of calm that energy down. It's like, okay, you're a piece of garbage, and somebody like me go there and just kind of calm down the turd, just to ease it. Talk about a shitty mission. Yeah, this whole life is kind of gross, but whatever. That's why leaving here is not going to be a big deal. It's like, okay, I saw that car crash. Yeah, where's the next one? So anyway, you never know. Things can turn around. We'll see. Frissy's she's rearranging furniture somewhere. Okay, all right. So we're going to the alien energies, and we're going into the Earth's frequency. yeah, just to give me a clarity of why this world is the way it is, or obviously it can be, obviously, you have the astral higher realms where people are beings are at a higher level of themselves to a certain degree. They're more open, which would be nice. You can do that. You can't do that here. You can't be yourself here. Sort of. Not really. That would be a better world if you could do that, but you can't do that. You have to kind of be the character what people are what we're used to. Not that you have to be an NPC. There's a lot of NPCs here. That's for damn sure. I would say majority of the population is an NPC at this point. Checked out. Yeah, but obviously this world, not everybody has their garbage self here, but a lot of people have just their trash self, that the devil self, or whatever it is. Not everybody, but there's a lot of that here. And if there's self-improvement there, more power to you. We can take all we can get. But it is a lot of the garbage frequency that's here. My boss included, but he enjoyed it. He's like a Beetlejuice being. I can definitely see that. Yeah, he come here just to fuck with everybody. Yeah. Great place, isn't it? And forgettable world too. So anyway, all right. So we get some perspective of the alien energies that are here. As for disclosure itself, yeah, you know how that goes. And all right. So blessings for you. Green suit is the Palladians. Send your energies. Yes, we can't interfere with too much. Of course, we can't always explain our connection with you, but one of the reasons we are connected to you is we are technically are you in a different dimension, but we have a lot of similarities, not all the similarities. If that's the case, we'd be sitting right next to you, going through the same turbulence. We have some version of it, but nothing like what you do. But this world is, yes, a school for other realms to, not necessarily to, duplicate as for chaos, but to learn, to find the better side of yourself in a world of chaos. Yeah, basically, the trickster side of the soul of those that are here brought the more trickster selves here, just to let it run amok, basically, to just let it just run around like a crazy being and see what society, like, does anybody notice? Those that do notice try to get attention of others, and others aren't noticing. And as for entertainment and things of that sort, it really is a healing process there. Now sometimes entertainment can be an attack, as some of you notice. Like the horror movie energy. The horror movies are actually telling you who's here. Like, this is my madness. This is my, and that's what horror movies are so complicated. Popular here is you're showing, get an idea of the nightmare that's here through the individual. Doesn't mean it's attacking others. It's just what they're dealing with. And and that can also be a masterpiece. It's just that masterpiece ends up attacking everybody and whatever else is very insecure, whatever it has going on for that. But the trickster frequency. So this world has like the green light for madness, you could say, and it has not quite expired yet, due to society not quite catching on. Figuring the game out. When you start figuring this all out on a society level, it starts to they can't be tricksters anymore. Game's over. They can't get away with these things anymore. You have to kind of figure it out. And internally you are. And yes, you have to go through what you have to go through. I mean, sometimes you have to go through the tunnel of the unknown to figure out, what environment you are in. So why you incarnate to be a human is to just understand the human consciousness, understand it. Yeah, because you can't just come here as an alien being and just, you have to have a lot of the human traits to, know what you're dealing with, basically. Ups and downs of it. And many do take the extreme side. And that's the other thing. Some do come into a part in their timelines like, do I want to go down a dark path, or do I want to like play with it, and do I just want to mature and have a better life, or do I want to just torture myself for the next 10 years? You'd be surprised how many run into that. It's like 10 years of just complete turmoil. Like, well, maybe not. Maybe different elements of it, maybe not the full part of it. And some are having so difficulties dealing with themselves. That's why they get married and things like that. So here you go, here's me and all my problems. And now the surprise. Yes, it's like bursting out of a wedding cake. Here are my issues. It's like some did not always see that coming. To get comfortable. Yes, it's like, yes, some that do get married get comfortable in their nightmare. But as for the planet's frequency, yes, it is a world just basically, it has a whole personality of itself, as you can see, of causing chaos. And it's just, and it brings that out of those that are here. And just, it's a version of hell. It's not necessarily the hell realms, but it has a bit of a playground frequency for the lower dimensions to just have it out here. And yes, there are other world realities that are watching this world having. It's finding this place entertaining. It can also strain on them too, because if they watch too much, it can pull into their reality. Kind of like the alien creature is like, you're around it too close, so it can come at you. So the negativity on this world can definitely expand out to other worlds very easily. And the high vibration worlds can easily be not so high vibration anymore. Yeah, because it triggers their own darkness. So keeping your frequency high is not as easy as it sounds, as you can see. Now the higher dimensions in astral, you can say, there are areas where it's more clear. The ground, everything is just, there's no mystery. It's all clear. Now you can go into your darkness, become a dark being still, but you can see the process more clearly than you see it here. Here you just get pulled into it. But you're just like, okay, I'm going to be good here, or you're going to be bad, whatever it is. And yes, even the lower and the higher realms do mingle among each other in certain places. And the higher dimensions do, yes, ignore this world on purpose. Well, because they let you figure it out. They figure, why is anybody listening? Well, they are, but they're like silence. It's like kind of like parents have to just be quiet and let their kids figure things out. So why are my parents helping me in this? Well, it's the same thing. Here, you're just like, well, if I get help from my guides. Well, you are, but they'll move in if they feel like you absolutely need it, but also when you have your eureka moment, when you figure things out, like the light bulb comes on, oh, now that's why that's happening. To give you some clarity. It's like, oh, now I figured it out. And then things can start changing. So if you're trying to figure out why is this happening, that's okay to keep doing that. Eventually you'll figure it out at some point. As for when, it's another story. But when you figure out, it's like, oh, that's why that happened. On to the next story. On to the next adventure, you could say. And there are, yes, a lot of beings that are here that are abusers. They're not trying to be abusive. They can be abusive because they just have no self-love, no self-respect. And they can be bullies. They just can't, they haven't quite balanced themselves yet. Yeah, so they attack others. And sometimes, yes, they attack people that they love the most. Because they just can't quite, once again, balance themselves out. It's kind of strange saying that, but they just can't seem to quiet the mind to find some peace. Especially when you have a turbulent past, it's hard to find peace there. Like you're still in the trauma mode of that. So, and eventually there'll be a point where society will want to care for those of you that are wanting to heal from the past. You don't have to know all the details, but you're just wanting to heal from everything. You will get there at some point, and you feel like you're coming out of the waters. You're just coming out of the deep. And yeah, and it's even talking about this planet and all its details of how vicious it is. It's a good thing to actually bring that up because it helps you move out of that phase of life. It's no longer, you instead of ignoring it, not that you are, but you just like you see the darkness here. It's like I don't want that part of my reality anymore. Let's put it that way. Eventually, you can move from that. So it's like because the world is very abusive, as you can see, just the consciousness of it. Yes, it can be very turbulent. It's a storm planet, you can say. It has different elements that are, Trickster Base. And that does better. It just helps you become more aware of your environment. So, we're going to, yes, we're bringing the energy of the Earth's consciousness that wants to take our, we're just going to we'll step aside, let other beings come in to explain more of that for a short moment. Greece, this is the neutral trickster side of the Earth's consciousness, more like the teacher element of it. Why this is, yes, well, think of it this way: the lower Astro Realms, a piece of it was brought into the physical, many pieces, but portions of it brought into the physical realms. You see that with nature, or with weather patterns and so on, to actually format, to create this physical realm. So basically, you say hell is physical too. You could say it to a certain level. I mean, you're not climbing a mountain without getting any scratches, It made this world very real, very physical. And you can say more of the higher dimensions are they're real, but not as real. You can climb a mountain and almost like you can walk through the mountain. That's more of a fourth dimensional energy. So here it's just the lower dimensions are, you're getting a piece of its wickedness, of wanting to take your talent. If you don't want, testing your self-love. It really just tests, do you want your soul? Because we'll take it. We'll take your power. It's kind of like a garage sale, where the garage sale is actually taking you, like your items. It's like you're just browsing through all of this kind of old stuff, and the old stuff is grabbing onto you, and putting you in the sale. It's like grabbing your soul. Oh, you don't want your soul anymore? You don't want you anymore? We'll take you. And because the soul is used to entice others, to pull others in. It's like, hey, someone sold themselves out. Now we bought the soul, and now we use it to attract others to become more powerful. And that's why the world is the way it is. Especially those that feel like they're more powerful than others. We're just giving you a version of how you can look at this. And it's all about just, grabbing as many souls as possible. And now the garage sale, it can look mundane, boring. It's like, why is this even here? It's like, but they also be like, oh, but we can give you riches and all of these things, but you just have to sign this contract. And then you get pulled in and you're gone. And the contract thing is very common here, but how else are you going to do it? It has to be some kind of agreed contract. It could be energy contract. It doesn't have to be like you write it down like a piece of paper, but either way. So you're seeing a lot of that. Yes, and the grass does look greener, doesn't it, sometimes? Like, wow, I'm going through all these troubles, financial trouble. Yeah, but if I only sold myself out, and it could be only a fractal of yourself, too. So you can go to a garage sale and sell yourself out, and now you see another version of yourself there. But you're going through all this turmoil. It's like, oh, this is not good. Yeah, you might have good luck here and there, but also feel, sickness and cancers and whatever it is. But yeah, you might be well financial, but you also have these other issues. So there's that. Now, sometimes you incarnate into bloodlines that just have a lot of good luck, but yeah, a lot of problems. Well, I can go into all the details of that, but yeah, we'll just leave you with that one.